What began as a series to ensure that Nigerians don't fail in their lives and businesses has become an adventure of a different kind. Even that of changing our mindsets to see differently so that we will lay hold of the good success that only few can see and lay hold of. If you want your eyes to be open to good success in order to lay hold of it in your life and business as a Nigerian or even as a foreigner, kindly sit as the royalty that you are and let the adventure continue.
3, 2, 1.
Greetings, royalty. Welcome to another episode of the Save-Tey life series of talks designed to set you up for good success. I've been in business for over 15 years, and I have learned a lot and failed also. Save-Tey Ventures is a fresh start. Having failed at being successful, I ask that you embark on this journey towards good success with me. Clarify is designed to be a series that will ensure that we are on the same page to do business with you, serving you in our areas of specialties. The things I share has made me an outcast of some sort when I share my thoughts with Nigerians, especially the Eastern Nigerians. Meanwhile, I often wondered why no one saw what the end would be when Biafra war began due to Biafra being hastily declared. So, I chose to get on this adventure by making it a must that if you don't accept my perspectives in this regard concerning these issues on ground, then Save-Tey Ventures will not be of service to you, since it's a brand registered in Nigeria by the Corporate Affairs Commission. Nigeria gave me the legal authority to do business in my homeland, and if your business will not aid the Federal Republic of Nigeria, then you and your business does not require our attention. It's only the madman of Gadarene that was cutting himself with stones, so we don't want to do business with people who wants to make their homelands to become a wasteland through faulty thinking. I say these things because when I saw how the likes of Burkina Faso and Niger with others broke out of the hold of the colonizers, then I realized that as an armed man would be much more ready for a thief that stole his stuff the first time would be at ultra alert to protect his other goods. So are the colonizers right now, as any attempt to disrupt Nigeria will lead to a bloodbath. Nnamdi Kanu is fond of saying mad people everywhere. If you are bent on destroying your homeland, turning it into a wasteland, then you fit into that category of people. I speak in the manner which I do because I can smell that hell wants to break loose. Since 2021, it's been on my radar that this Biafra that was not gotten in the fashion of Burkina Faso or even Botswana, and the rest will lead to intentional hell, and boy oh boy, the powers that be are armed and ready. I've seen the future, and I'm here to save lives and properties and to ensure that the next 200 years of our posterity will not be a financial hell due to miscalculated thinking. We have to jointly think differently and act differently for our homeland to not become a wasteland. If there are threats to your well-being, nature demands that you defend yourself, but when you want to go get what cannot be gotten without wisdom, having understood whom you are dealing with, then your land will become a wasteland. So, our content marketing efforts and services are designed to force you to be independent in thought and action towards your well-being as we help you file for divorce with small and destructive thinking imparted to you by the crowd you associate with. We force you to embrace the responsibility that comes with your adulthood in a way that adds value to you and your fellow countrymen and women over time and the generations to come. In light of all these, having studied colonization, sometimes I ask myself why Africa will seek independence when they are not capable of sustaining the responsibility that comes with it on all fronts. It's just like going to take a woman's hand in marriage from her father, and you can't do for her what her father does for her in terms of provision, and yet you want to reap the benefits of having her as a wife. Such is the case with financial independence for individuals and businesses, as it's about responsibility, and if you can't handle the responsibility that comes with being independent, then you should remain a child and a servant till you can calculate accurately how to be independent without bombs raining on your homeland, and how to sustain yourself and your people for them be useful to themselves and to the rest of the world when it comes to trade, so that you will do business with them, even as they will do business with you, by which you would have created a truly symbiotic relationship that benefits everyone in this earth. But when your strategies are leading to the birthing of war and lack of peace, you ought to be treated as a child or children, as the case may be. So, when this thought pattern which we are learning is lacking, the haste to be selfish and to always blame the other person for your problems in life without even asking what the true reason is for this servanthood and perpetual childishness that is keeping our populace poor, then the poverty which is biting at everyone through inflation, high exchange rates, and much more will keep being multiplied, and we will keep inheriting the championship belt to remain the poverty capital of the world. Those who are financially bright in this country, in a true fashion, understand these things, but poor people will never be actively subscribed to a channel or podcast as this to learn. Talk of doing business with its brand. I know that with Nnamdi Kanu saying that Biafra is their religion. I'm obviously not subscribed to a religion that destroys its people, even though it could be used as a tool for good. But the bad and ugly keeps coming from such a religion. So, it's natural that because I don't subscribe to your Biafran religion, you won't do business with me. This goes to show that we obviously want to actualize hell, not true independence where sanity reigns. From my experience, poor people don't like to learn. They actively hold on to ignorance while trying to achieve what only expertise via knowledge and sane thoughtfulness can provide. Therefore, note that the financially astute citizens of this country may not be able to articulate the mindsets that aid true prosperity in Nigeria and to express it in this format, but at the core of their minds, this is what's working and they are reaping the positive benefit of such thought processes. So, when Save-Tey Ventures and its services were being designed, it was to either bring you out of poverty by deleting that crowd mentality that plagues our populace, or to let you live in poverty by the wrong and faulty thought processes that sustain such a darkness. Therefore, when you approach our marketing materials such as these, know that it is to actualize the mindset of a king in you, so that your homeland will be a palace. This way, we will not scam ourselves having employed haste to reap its waste. With all we've shared so far, I hope you've seen the daily scam operations that happen in this country through mindsets that no one sees due to crowd thinking and the devaluation of our fatherland in our minds on a daily and yearly basis. The hypocrisy that daily defrauds us to refuse casting the stones first at ourselves instead of our government. Any thought process or processes that do not lead to legitimate prosperity, where there is loss of lives at the end, is defined as a scam, and that's hell in disguise. So, before you follow the crowd, think of all the things that you are getting yourself into that you are unaware of, especially when the fruits will be bad at the end, even financially speaking. Do know that it takes a lot of self-awareness, reflection, and the practice of solitude to come to a prosperous state of mind to actualize the greatness you desire as a person and a business. You ought to change how you think. I believe that you've seen how as a brand we are committed to setting you up for and from good success. It's not about getting you to spend your money to design a brand and a business that will fail at the end due to poverty-stricken mindsets, but about spending your resources wisely in this fashion towards its multiplication in the future. Therefore, understand that before you start your business, that Clarify exists to help you stand out from the crowd so that you can truly make profits that counts while living in obedience to the laws of your fatherland and contributing to the sane well-being of your countrymen and women, departing from childishness and sticking perpetually to manhood. Realize that it takes true manhood to build something worthwhile. Therefore, as a businessman or woman, you have to wake up these realities in order to contribute to the true change which we all desire that cannot be voted for. Kindly note that the first hour of Clarify is of no monetary cost to you. So far, you've gone through this entire series in this playlist. Please, do follow the links in the description to learn more. While we know that Clarify can be intense, and that some of you might need more hours to engage in that process, kindly know that where the paid sessions for the second session of Clarify is $90, we will kindly give you 4 hours of the second paid session, which can be spread into different consecutive days at $500 only for international clients, even though you are a Nigerian living abroad. Meanwhile, for Nigerians living in the homeland, you will get 4 hours that can be spread into 4 different days at 1 hour per day at 500,000 Naira only. Also, for Nigerians living in the homeland, you can utilize gradual pay through Save-Tey Focus to make your payments before the session begins. I believe this is fair enough for both you and us, as time is a precious asset, and we want to ensure that you who will be on the hot seat will have enough time to think through the process you will partake of in order to arrive at answers that will help us get to know you and your needs accurately so we can tailor our services to your budget. Kindly visit our website to learn more about us and contact us to ask more questions about our services after coming to the end of this series. And to help you know that we are genuine to your advantage, we have put together a series titled How to Start Your Business. Watch out for it by subscribing and turning on the notification bell, setting you up for good success. Links will be in the description. If this is your first time on this channel, We invite you to complete this series and book your first Clarify session, which you are entitled to as a subscriber or follower of this channel. Together, we can lay the foundation for financial independence and good success for every Nigerian and the globe at large. Before we come to a close for this episode, think upon the following words which states, "We live to do business. We do business to serve kings. And kings reward service unto them with a premium, and this premium is reinvested towards being of perpetual service to them. Serve not the poor. Only serve them if they are willing to give up poverty in order to be royalty. Make them kings first before you serve them. Hence clarify, be free from the chains of the crowd. The crowd will always be in a haste to their waste. Stand out from the crowd to taste and partake of the harvest that good success gives. That good success is also in your fatherland. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode, Royalty."